revolution began in the 1990s when computers became more and more popular. It quickly became known as the information age because you didn't have to spend countless hours in the library looking for that one little piece of needed information. You could simply just type it into your brand new computer. It's been nearly a quarter of a century since then, and many things have changed, but one thing has pretty much remained the same, and that includes people's attitudes towards young children developing from technology. The question is, are digital devices providing younger generations the tools they need to succeed in a world that's pretty much revolved completely around technology, or are they depriving children of some of the joys of youthfulness? Introducing toddlers and young children to technology is beneficial for a variety of reasons, some that may be obvious and others that may not be quite as evident. World Commission on Environment and Development describes sustainability as that which meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. I feel that this relates to children and technology because young lives are being shaped and molded on a daily basis. With these young people being the world's future leaders, it is important to make sure that they develop in the best way possible, and I believe that that's introducing them to technology at a young age. Introducing children to technology is beneficial to them because it's educational, it helps them to develop fine motor skills, and it brings faces together. Who knows? It might even save your life someday. To begin, although there are many television shows that are not educational, there are also a great deal that are, according to Jeff Dunn, featured in Edudemic. A few of these would include Blue's Clues, Go Diego Go, Dora the Explorer, and Bob the Builder. My personal favorites that he mentioned are Clifford the Big Red Dog, Zoom, and Bill Nye the Science Guy. According to Lauren Lowry, a Hannon-certified speech-language pathologist, electronics take children away from reading time or looking at books with their parents. She also says that children who are heavily exposed to electronics at an early age are less advanced in school as those who have not been exposed to as much and have had more time spent reading with them. In response to this, electronic books are available everywhere for children on iBooks for iPad or for Kindle devices. Valuable reading time can still be spent with your child even if the book is not physically in their hands. Moving on to my next point, children develop hand-eye coordination, which helps as they get older when it comes to throwing and catching a ball. One way to help your young one develop fine motor skills is to let them play games on a screen. There are so many apps available that can greatly increase one's hand-eye coordination. Temple Run and Fruit Ninja are two really good examples of games that can enhance a child's movement that corresponds with what they're seeing. Although some of these games might be somewhat advanced for young children, introducing them can only be beneficial. Some may say that going outside can develop these same skills, and while this is true, what happens when the weather is not so favorable? This gives kids another option on those rainy days. Children can also be taught cause and effect. If they push this or place that there, something will happen. Toddlers are typically very satisfied when they do something correctly and another thing happens because of what they did. On to my final point, skeptics say that there is not enough people time when children have their faces in front of a screen. And while this may be somewhat true, it can help with face-to-face concept by using Skype or FaceTime. It is so much simpler nowadays to stay connected with loved ones far from you via video chatting. Exposing children to this type of communication can help with their people skills, but it might also be able to save your life as well. According to ABC7's Eyewitness News, 4-year-old Elijah Riley saved his mother's life by calling his grandparents on FaceTime with an iPad. He wasn't able to find the phone to call 911, so he picked up the iPad and FaceTimed his grandparents in Florida. His grandpa then proceeded to call the paramedics and sent them to the family's home. Elijah was recognized as a hero, a G.I. Joe hero in his own words. Good Morning America had a similar segment where 2-year-old Bentley FaceTimed one of his mother's friends after an accident where a large chunk of his mother's finger was taken off by a dog. Bentley's mom was on the verge of passing out when the toddler brought her a towel for her finger and then picked up the phone to make the face-to-face call. The friend then proceeded to call 911 after hearing the news. Once again, this young toddler saved the day with technology. Although I realize that there may still be skeptics, At the very least, you will be aware that it isn't all bad because of the many benefits that come from introducing young children to technology, especially if it can save your life and help your child's mind grow. This is a wonderful tool because of the sustainability aspect of it, because not only is it helping today's youth, but it will also be helping tomorrow's leaders as well. With all of this being said, the information is what we live in, so it's time to start accepting it. Thank you.